Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Vinny Vid Productions. This is going to be part 6 of I Heard There's a Rumor. After this video, the title will change to layout update, or something to do with updates. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to title it. Anyhow, in this video I'm going to show you how I connect the helix to the main layout. I am going to show you a technique that I watched on YouTube of replacing a barrier strip, and we will do a short little test run, and I also will give you an overview of what the upper level will look like, at least at this point. You know how things go, you change things all the time. But it's looking good so far. I have used about 7 of the turnouts that Mr. X has sent me, and so far they're looking good. I got a bunch more wiring to do. I show you guys that wanted to know about lights. I did temporarily put my lights under the second level over the ethanol plant. Anyhow, stay tuned and we'll get out to the layout and I'll show you what's going on. So stay tuned and we will be right back. Alright guys, here we are back out the layout. It's now Saturday morning, the 9th of May, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to connect the helix with the layout. I cut out a piece of scrap and I made a 90-degree circle, and I'm going to lay it up here, and I'm going to draw my line right here, and I'm going to cut this board, and then the way I'm going to fasten this will be on this end right here. I'll be using my plate like I showed you guys earlier, and I will use wood glue to put these guys down, and then eventually, well not eventually, as soon as the glue sets up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole right down the center here and mount one of my threaded rods that I had already cut off. Okay, and once that's done and in place, this end will also get threaded rod. The bottom here still has to be secured, and I'll be doing that now. So stay tuned and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Be right back. Alright guys, we have accomplished my task for today. What I did was I cut a 90-degree circle from a piece of scrap wood that I told you guys earlier, and I attached it together with that splice joint and just wood glue, and it seems to be working. Anyhow, it's totally adjustable. Like I said, I was going to put one threaded rod in the center, and all I did was secure it down here to the next level just to give it a little bit of support. And as you can see, go right around to the bridge there, and I've got the same thing in here that I can adjust this up and down as necessary. Now, I know I've mentioned this to you guys a few times, but if you notice, let me move the camera over a little bit, the polarity car now has a different color on it, and the reason for that is I ran out of red wire. So now I'm going to change over to blue, and I'm going to keep it on the same side as the red, and we shouldn't have any problems. I'm going to take the camera off the tripod, and I'm going to take you for a tour around what the upper deck's going to look like at this point. I'm not sure if it's going to stay like this, but we're going to see how it's going to work out. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Alright guys, as you can see, we got my connector piece that connects the helix to the layout, and now we got the Aqua Fria dry riverbed, and we're going to come around the corner here, and we're going to have the main line, which is closest to the backboard, the siding, and then we have a second siding there that's going to be for Fertizona and Plains LPG facility. It's called Plains. Then we're going to continue on here, and we're going to come around, and then the siding, both sidings will meet up and join back into the single main line. I don't think I ever mentioned this before as I was doing any of this layout build, but this entire layout is freestanding. There is nothing attached to any of my walls in this layout. It's the reason why I went with 1x4s in the back. If you can see, I'll get over here in this one. That's a lag bolt that holds it up. And also, we got L brackets. And so far, it's pretty stout and it's not going anywhere. And also, I want to show you guys another thing. Just hang on now. A couple of you guys asked me about this the other night. And there you go. Got lights under there. They're temporarily hooked up, but that's basically what it's going to look like. And it does brighten it up pretty good down there. Anyhow, I'm going to have a little bit of electrical tip for you guys. So hang out and we'll be back shortly. Alright, part of the update on this video is going to be that the bridge abutments have been put into place, as you can see. And I had to make some modifications to them because they were on my other layout. And they were a bit too short, so I had to add some space under there. But that'll all get covered up when I do the scenery. Also, I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. And we'll go ahead and see how this is all going to look in the next video. Alright, talk to you later. Bye. Alright guys, you're probably wondering what all this stuff is doing here. As you can see, I've got almost a whole roll of blue wire, so I shouldn't run out of wire again. Some wire ties, self-adhesive wire tie hangers, a piece of track, my clamp. The technique I'm going to show you next is not my idea. Please understand it is not my idea. I saw it on a YouTube channel and I thought that this was a pretty cool thing to do and it will save a couple of bucks. So stay tuned. Let me get the camera situated under the layout and I'll show you what's going to be happening. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm sitting comfortably under my layout at this point and I'm going to take this whole mess of wires and make it a little bit clean. Now the track I showed you earlier, we're going to use this as a barrier strip. It sounds weird and I know a lot of you guys might not approve of it, but I saw it and I thought it was a pretty cool idea. So what you would do is you would take one color wire and put it on one rail, and then take the other color wire and put it on the other rail, and then you would hook up. The bus lines. So I already prepared 2 wires, and I'll only do these two for now. The process will be the same throughout the whole build, and so here we go. I already got flux on here, and my iron is hot, I hope. And the clamp is on here as a heat sink. And I also just got it screwed up here. The fly bugging me. Alright, so basically I don't think my iron's hot enough. Anyhow, that's one. And then we'll take the next one and we'll just put it up on the second level. Or second level, I mean second track. You know what I mean. I'm getting all excited about this. I almost got an upper level running. I always tin my wires. Just makes it easier. And then we'll just go ahead and do him up here. And that's it, guys. So the procedure is going to be the same for the rest. The wire tie holder dealies I put over here. I use super glue for these guys because the self-adhesive usually doesn't work very well. But anyhow, I'll do all of this and I'll get back to you guys here in a few minutes. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Alright guys, you're looking at the finished product right now. As you can see, they're all on here, and what you need to do is when you put the bottom ones on, just make sure you snip off any of the excess in there so it'll avoid any problems you might have later on down the road. The next thing I got to do is I'm going to run my bus lines to there, and then I got to move over to the other side of the helix, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm putting feeder wires exactly opposite the ones that are here now. So anyhow, like I said, this is not my idea. I saw it on a video on YouTube. I just don't remember the guy's name. If I find it before I post this video, I will put it on a link on my video. Anyhow, stay tuned and we'll be back with a little bit more. Talk to you in a little bit. Alright guys, as you remember in the last clip, I had finished this side of the barrier strip, if you want to call it that. Now I've added my bus wires and I bring it across to this side, and I also got this side done. I'll show you what else I've done today. I already did a test run and it seems to be working fine, and I also started cutting these guys down. Problem is I couldn't find my collet for my Dremel tool, so I did this with a hacksaw. And let me tell you, that was a chore. This one and the next one I'm not going to do until I find that collet, because it took me about 10 minutes to cut through these metal rods. And we'll walk around the layout and I'll show you what else I've done today. And we're coming around here, and as you know, I got my bridges in. Well, today I went ahead and I cut out the framework here so we can see through it. I also got my bridge abutments all dialed in, and I'm not putting this bridge in yet because I still got to do some more work on that side. Anyhow, this is probably going to be the last one that's titled. I heard there's a rumor going around. The next one will be some sort of an update title. So stay tuned for that, and I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, now that all that electrical stuff is done, we're going to give these guys a little test run, and we'll run them up to the boxcar that's up there on the top level. If it works there, it's good. When I turned my system on, I didn't get any indication that there was a short, so we'll go ahead and give him a run. First we need to go frontwards. And again, I'll increase the speed a bit. I don't want to take too much time. SD78 and an AC44CW. Sorry for that light, guys. It's the only light I really have in this room. But as you can see, so far we're doing pretty good. Increase the speed a bit. And we'll stop at the boxcar. And of course we're going to go backwards. And I'll run him a little further down the loop this time, just to make sure the bottom half is okay. Again, like I said, I keep saying this, but guys, this is not my idea. It's just something I saw on YouTube, and I thought it was a pretty cool idea, so I decided to use it. And it saved about $3 or $4 for a barrier strip. And you know, I'm all for saving a couple of bucks here and there, wherever I can. And yes, Scott, I've been drinking a lot of Coke to get this all done. I want to do an op session with my upper level. So far it's looking pretty good, guys. This has been about a week of straight work. I haven't given up one day on this yet. And I appreciate Mr. X for sending me those turnouts, because I used 7 of them up on the upper level. And so I thank you again, Mr. X, and I wish you would give me the okay to go ahead and announce your name. We're looking really good. I like this. Let me juice it up a bit. Uh-oh. Oops. No problem, I just broke my foot. I think it hit a piece of splinter that was on the track from all my drilling and stuff, and knocked the front trucks off. I know this might be boring to you guys, but gotta test everything before you carry on to the next step. Alright, we've got one more loop to go, and then we'll call this video good. As always, your questions, comments, input, and subs are always welcome. In fact, I appreciate the questions to help you guys learn a little bit. Also, I appreciate any kind of feedback that you guys might give me. Anyhow, here we come. This is the final loop. And we'll follow them down there. And I think that's going to be it for now. As always, your questions, comments, input, and subs are always welcome. I think I said that already. For now, that's all, folks. BNSF 6951 out.